Greetings, everybody. We are back again, live and direct, to appreciate our brother Ijele. Ijele speaks. Afugbu. You see, whenever you stand for the truth, you are our brother. Anybody that stands for the truth, who fight to defend the truth, is our brother. So this program today is to appreciate our brother Ijele Speaks for standing for the truth, and also, to confirm what I have been preaching here, what I have been saying here. Yeah, I greet you, my brother. I greet you. So that's the reason why we are going to appreciate him today. But before we start, we are going to play you a video of Wike, what he said concerning our brother Peter Obi, who just decided to step down from the race. Still a shock to me because, me, I believe in power must come to the South. That's what I believe in, because the power is in the North now. Some people always say you don't supposed to be like that. That's not this. Some people speak big grammar. I don't understand. If you want to speak big grammar, that it's not supposed to be like that. First of all, restructure the country. Then anybody can come from anywhere. When you say anybody can come from anywhere with this style of government, you are putting the minority tribe in perpetual slave. And that will not work. That means it's going to be war. It's not going to work. If you want anybody to come from anywhere, first of all, restructure that country. Restructure that country, then any president can come from anywhere. Not until you do that, there must be zooming, power rotation. You chop, I chop. You rule, I rule. Because that's the only way the people of some ethnic group that don't have that population like that can at least produce the president. Because sometimes it is when you have somebody up there, development can come to your region. So it is very important, very, very important to some people. So that is the reason why we believe in power rotation. You rule, I rule. You chop, I chop. I believe that's what I believe, because Nigeria is a fucked up country. So let us listen to what
we have to be inside it to settle the problem. Peter Obi leaving the party is not surprising to your friend, Mr. Peter Obi. His departure from your party, he's done to your party. How does that come to you? It's not surprising to me, and that's what I've always said. When I go around to say you have to be careful. Those of us who have joined the party since 1998, who have never left this party, or believe this party is in our blood. It doesn't matter what problems we have in the party, we have to be inside it to settle the problems. So, Peter Obi leaving the party is not surprising to me, and I know because he knows. There's no way he would have won the presidential primary. Forget about what his DG Dedokube said about money and this. These are the things I talk about. You don't think he can win? Win what? The presidential primary of the PDP. How would you have won? I went to I told you that don't waste your vote on him. He will win. Since Peter Obi left PDP, left Abga. First, left as a governor. Well, we want election in November, check it. But that is not the issue. The issue is that, look, at that level, there must be integrity. There must be character. How can a man who has gone to all virtual states to tell them he's been a trader, how his family have been trading, how everyone should support him, how he owns one shoe, how he does not allow anybody to carry his bag, all those kind of things. 3 days to the primaries, this year of the party. Now, from what I read from the social media, I met Kwakwaso either to join him the NNP. So you don't ask him, what is going to be there? Kwakwaso wants to be president. So would he now say, okay, I want to be VP to Kwakwaso? Which is not all I tell people, integrity, character, is very, very important in what I did. You see how people talk about when you say, for example, Shehu, look, you were in a social primary school, secondary school, see what you did, see what you put, oh, why are you being personal? It's not about personal. In America, we have sleepless night to watch the debate of the Republican convention, of the Democrats. And you hear where they talk to each other. You can't, Americans cannot allow this country to be with you. Look at the kind of person you are. Even when the rapporteur said, sleeping job, but we cannot allow you. When you want to talk about Hillary Clinton, look, you are not stable enough to be able to carry America. So when we're talking about character, it's an issue. You can be the best economist, but you don't have character. No integrity. You're challenging his integrity and character just based on the fact that he left the PDP. Not just that. No, just a vice presidential candidate of the 2019 election. But what if he sees things differently now? What does he see? He doesn't see that your party is... He did not see it for how many years now? Just 72 hours. 72 hours. It's not his sin. He never saw for how many years now? The party gave you a presidential ticket. That's why so some people can become presidential candidates. And you still abandon your party. Mess you up. And I've told delegates, look, you must be careful. Who are those that make people to lose election? Can you trust them that if you give them the ticket, they'll not be funny enough to do something that will reach PDP? Your party is having some issues. I mean, I'd like to show you this letter that surfaced and we show what INEC said about the primaries. And we're seeing a lot of issues happening across the country. Take a look at what INEC said and wrote about how the elections... I'm very sure you must have seen this. I mean, it's like a booby trap is waiting for your party. It's not our party. What I know from what I saw, all political parties in this country.
That is we're talking about Peter Obi, I make a video before. I keep telling my friends that don't criticize anybody yet. A lot of people don't like godfatherism. People like them, Tinubu and the rest. But I keep telling them, relax, let us wait. Don't criticize anybody yet. Sometimes who you are criticizing now, you might tomorrow be supporting that person. Anything can happen. Nigeria politics is always like that. You might be criticizing somebody now. Tomorrow, begin to support that person. Because I am from the South. I'm a Southerner. As a Southerner, the power must come to the South. It is a must. The power must come. The presidential power must come to the South. Not because, at least to balance the equation, let me use that word, for people not to feel, for them to have some sense of belongings, That is the reason why somebody like me, I believe in power rotation. So, some people don't like people like Tinubu. I keep telling them, relax. What of if this party, the PDP, you hope that PDP is going to give that ticket to a Southern man and then go and give to the same Atiku? What are you going to do? Are you going to vote for Atiku? I don't know. To me, I'm not voting for any Northern person for now. The power must come to the South. That's the reason I keep telling our people, let us wait first. Because all of them, they are all the same. They are all the same. You cannot say, oh, this one is better than that one. or that one is better than this one. They are all corrupt. They are the people we don't want. But it's unfortunate we are not ready to do something about it, how to take over and set things straight. You understand me? And we don't host the party. Some people say participate in what? Some say participate in election. Fine, vote, participate, vote. But the truth of the matter is this: those that owns PDP, they are the people who control PDP. They are the people who control PDP, who tell you what to do, and you do it. Those that owns APC control APC. You can't go there and take over the party from them. It is either you create your own political party to checkmate them, or join them in the game of corruption, this corrupting, That's the only way. You understand me? You can only participate. You can participate. So, like I said, today we are going to celebrate our brother Ijele, because for what he has been doing, for standing for the truth, for fighting to save his people from total destruction. If not for people like Ijele, me, and the rest, by now would have had a lot of and people watching me here, people like Difference Blackie and the rest. Because of people like us, that people still, you understand me? Otherwise, by now, IPOB, Inade Kanu, that criminal would have turned many of our people to zombie. Understand me? But we say no. We will not allow that to happen. So we have to appreciate Ijele. So we have to play his video. Please listen to his video. He is the one that is going to teach today, and I'll be analyzing it. You understand me?
How are we faring now? What is the situation like? And what has the government been able to do to, bring this situation under control?
Not about the government as it is about the people, because since the last time I came, so many people from my maternal home of Amukorodo and my hometown, Umudim Umudramandwa in the local government area, they've sat up since then, bringing vital information. As I'm talking to you right now, a cousin of mine, Nnemeka, is on the run. Because he was one of the people that escaped from the correctional center. At the end of the day, they killed someone and butchered him. Now he's on the run, and all the people that were supporting the things before, thinking it was about any Biafra or something, they've now realized that they just bought a dot. They sold them a dot. They have woken up and they are really working with the police, and some of them have reached out to me to say that they are sorry, they didn't understand what was going on. And honestly, my place used to be a stronghold for the opposition party in Imobora. Now I'm not sure it's like that anymore, because they've seen through the lies. They are waking up. The governor don't get the type of knocks he was getting from there before. And I can tell you, overall, we are doing well. And I can say that there hasn't been any attack around that area since the last one. And the police, I will give them the credit, they did a very good job. They did marvelously well there. In my maternal home, some of the ones that are there, they've been rattled and they left the place. Now I believe I will give the governor maybe 8 over 10.
8 over 10.
Yeah.
That's a distinction, of course.
Oh, yeah.
That means he has done well. And also, you commended the people, of course, of the communities for waking up to the reality of things. I think that is worthy of note, because, like I always say, of course, that if we need anything to change, it is not the politicians that will do it. Once we begin to do it ourselves, to say, okay, this is what we really want to do, I think we'll begin to get solutions for it. Yeah. So right now, we're in 2022. So many political parties are already having their primaries all around. the country and, picking out the candidates that represent them in different capacities, as it were. And you've said we should discuss about which way in the Igbo.
Yeah.
Yes, so get us into this conversation. We're entering into 2023. There's been so much calls from the southern part of Nigeria, as a matter of fact, that power should shift to this axis. And more particularly, there's been, more attention and also more fingers being pointed to the east, to produce the next leader of, Nigeria 2023. Is this your position, and what do you think also?
Genuinely, there is no region in the South that is calling for a Southeast presidency, be it PDP or APC. I can tell you that. And when we say which way Ndibo, it is how, the problem of Ndibo started in 1966. In 1966, before the Aguiyi-Ironsi-led coup, I want to say something because we erroneously call it Chukwunzogu coup, but actually it was Aguiyi-Ironsi coup. Let me prove it to you.
Okay.
At the heat of the coup, Aguiyi-Ironsi, this is a documented evidence, came across the people that blocked the way to, I think it was around Ikoyi. He met them. Now, how can junior officers in the middle of a coup d'etat, see a senior officer, a general, and spare his life? They are not even afraid that he may go out and regroup. You know how the military hierarchy works. So why weren't they afraid that he will go there and regroup some boys and counter them? Which he didn't do, and the lie they showed us was that he brought his Aguiyi staff, that is crocodile staff.
And me, this is what I always say here, that Aguiyi-Ironsi sponsor and finance that coup. I always say it here. He sponsored that coup. If you understand everything, how they carry out the coup, how they kill these people, the way they plan it, it is very clear. Aguiyi-Ironsi sponsored that coup.
Then they open for him. That's not true. Then at the end of the day, he happens to be the biggest beneficiary of the coup. He became the head of state. Now, in a coup, an outsider cannot be the biggest beneficiary, if not for anything. For the safety, yes, if not for anything, for the safety of the people that carried out the coup d'etat. Because at least you have to be afraid of your life. Maybe you have to fear for your life. Maybe you will court-martial you, you face a firing squad. They didn't. Then when he became the head of state, he never punished any of the people that did those things. And when this thing happened, the number one position was the only position the Igbos were not holding in Nigeria then. The civil service overwhelmingly dominated by the Igbos. The stock market, Louis Ojukwu was the head of the Nigerian Stock Exchange.
Right.
Everything, business, trade, commerce, everything you can think of. We are at the top of it, and the only position we didn't hold was the prime ministership. Then something happened. From then on, we've been on a downward spiral. No resistance. We fell from then and never rose, and that is because we've never told ourselves the truth. We have not legitimately tried to make amends, and that thing is what is destroying the politics of the Southeast. And if you ask me, I will tell you that our political rulers, the political leaders in the East, they are happy having it this way because they have something to lie to their people about. If only we have gotten the presidency, would have been this, would have been that. Oh, is the North doing this, doing that? At the end of the day, we are the least politically active region, antagonizing the most politically active region. And our interest, the destiny of Ndibo in Nigeria is joined at the hip with the destiny of the North. Check whenever Igbos and the North work together, we make exploits. There is nobody. The Southeast and the North alone can rule Nigeria till forever and nothing will happen.
Right.
No one. Let me give you an example. For instance, all the major cities in Nigeria are predominantly Igbos, barring the native population.
Okay.
Sure.
Now you can use that to take over any state you want. You can use that to pull the people to your own interest. But that's not the politics you are playing. Rather, we are playing the politics of hate, politics of destruction. And that hate, when you give hate, don't be surprised when you are getting it back. Because life is exactly, we give you exactly what you put in.
It's a garbage in, garbage out situation.
Very simple. You click P, you are going to see P on your screen. This is the problem we are having as Igbo. And at this particular point in time, nobody in the South, all this noise, they are just using Igbo to create problems everywhere. President Jonathan lost the election in 2015. The Igbo lost their minds. Now the same President Jonathan is back to APC. And all those people that told us that APC were Fulani parties, forever, that Jonathan is a hero, ever since we've not heard anything from them. To tell you that the dishonesty amongst our people, I don't trust any politician in Nigeria, but the people I least trust, as far as politics goes, are the people within the Igbo political class. Because they are the only people blatantly lying to their people shamelessly. This Biafra issue you are talking about, there is no Biafra anywhere. You and I know this. If there was any Biafra anywhere, when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, all the countries that they've reached an agreement with would have acted. They would have said something, but did you hear anything about it? Even when they tried to force the British High Commissioner to say anything about it, she did it. She brushed it aside. But this is what our political class has succeeded in forcing into the minds of the people. A mirage. Something that...
But I think the British High Commissioner a couple of weeks back, also when she was queried, when the news was making the rounds that IPOB has been proscribed as a terrorist organization also in the UK, she also replied that they haven't done...
No, it wasn't proscription, but it was more like, we look into you and your asylum documents have been cancelled, which they've done it. So
but she said there was no...
It is one step to that. When they say, the British people, how they behave. Oh, there is no open proscription. That one takes process. But then whatever is done, okay, if I used to give people asylum documents because I believe you are being persecuted in your place, all of a sudden I stop. What does that tell you? That means I've done some investigations. I found out that some of the things you've been saying are not how they which is what. So they want to hang on that. Oh, we have not been prescribed. Or okay, go get the documents you've been getting. Those immigration documents, asylum papers you've been getting before. Let's see. That it doesn't mean you can't. They pretty much did that, but the British, the way they behave. And I can tell you, Nnamdi Kanu may have even lost his citizenship. No one knows. I'm not saying that for sure. But they passed the law earlier this year that the government can withdraw anyone's citizenship without notice. And one of the things they listed was terrorism. And you can't look at what the IPOB is doing now and not call it terrorism, unless you want to lie to yourself. Now they forgot the other part. And we are just harping on the fact that the High Commissioner said they've not been proscribed. But then you have all the benefits of a proscribed organization, i.e., you are barred from getting the documents you used to get before.
Okay. All right. So you were saying something about politicians of this extraction, of course, being the most
evil. Use the word evil.
Okay, I wouldn't use that word on air, of course.
Wicked. Okay, most wicked.
Don't trust, of course, like
most
you said,
wicked
in the political scene, as it were. But I mean, they've also been championing the cause. We've seen how many politicians from the southeastern part of Nigeria have shown interest for the apex office, of course, in Nigeria. The likes of Senator Rochas Okorocha, even the Minister for Trade and Employment, even not until he, withdrew his own intention to run. Emeka Majiba of the Ministry of Education also is still running. And we understand also that the central bank governor, even though we do not know his full position yet, if he wants to fully run or not, is also planning to gun in for the apex office, of course. Many of them, of course, even from across the other parties, as it were, they are doing their best in making sure that they bring power to their people.
You and I are newsmen.
Yes.
We have access to so many information, and we can tell fact from fiction from afar better than people who are not following the news.
Right.
All the aforementioned names, you cannot seriously tell me that these guys are serious. You wouldn't even give them a dime.
But for somebody who has paid 100 million naira,
forget it's nothing in politics. How much are they getting? Most of them that did that, look at the offices. How much is coming through that office? Both the ones that are accounted for and the ones that are unaccounted. 100 million is nothing to these people.
Right.
They give women, I'm not saying not only the many businessmen anyway, many rich men that have access to that type of money, 100 million is nothing. Absolutely nothing to them. Now, some of them may be angling for the VP position. Because if you tell me that you're serious, okay, would have seen you behaving like Tinubu or Simbajo. And when you look at people, you know. Okay, P2B, for instance, when P2B came to Emeka Iyedioha, the PDP leader in Imo State, did not even go to see him.
Right. But
when Tambuwa came, he went and welcomed him at the airport. What does that tell you? Forget the stories they are giving to the people who are not politically savvy. They know the games they are playing.
So are you saying our own politicians from these extractions are the ones sabotaging us?
Not that they are the ones sabotaging us. The truth be told. Oh, what's happening here? Sorry.
All right, go ahead.
I thought I moved this.
Okay, go ahead.
Truth be told, even Wike said something about P2B in Anambra State. Anambrans applauded him.
Right.
And those are people who are supposed to be Anambra delegates to the PDP. Yes, they did not even give to him. What does that tell you? They know exactly how unserious he is, and that doesn't make Wike a bad person. He just told them the truth. That, believe me, if they are serious about this, there are consultations they should be making. Not just moving from here to here, gather 2 or 3 people. No. We will see how you are being accepted. Not even in the nearby states. Did he receive any welcome or value? Start with that one. Emeka Iyedioha is an Igbo man.
You mean P2B?
Yes.
Well, I think amongst all of the candidates that are, running for the office of the president, he's the most popular.
The most overrated. Forget Twitter.
Not overrated.
No.
I'm not using Twitter.
I am telling you on the internet.
Yeah.
Mind you, most of us get our news from the internet.
Right.
He is the most overrated. If he was that popular, do you think his party will risk losing him?
Well, I have my reasons for saying he's the most popular. Of course, they took it out of the internet last Saturday, and we saw young people all over the country, at least even if you say not everywhere.
Who carried out the poll? That's what you should ask yourself. Okay, for instance, now, P2B will never get 15% of the vote in the entire North. There are many things people are forgetting. Remember when Ngige was running for office as the Anambra State governor, El-Rufai was detained in Anambra State on the excuse that he is a northerner, that this is Anambra politics. Meanwhile, other people from the other part of the country are campaigning for their own people. Then you think they've forgotten? P2B instituted this denominational politics in Anambra State, where if you are not a Catholic, you don't get any post. That alone, he has lost at home. Like someone like me, I will make it a point of duty to make sure he doesn't get anything. You cannot disenfranchise me back home. Then when it comes to the national stage, you will expect me to add my own muscle to you. To what end? There is a reward for everything. Most people will not tell you openly, but I'm going to tell you that. He is a paperweight and over. They are not go to the since 24th. He submitted his resignation. No one knew. No one cared.
Yes, I think 2 days ago was 24.
Go check and it was only yesterday we got to know it.
Yeah.
It took that long. If let's say, for instance, if Wike did that thing, we hear it in the next 2 hours. You hear it in the next 2 hours. And our problem is this: we don't want to tell ourselves the truth. Now, while we are buying those lies, people like Nnamdi Kanu will not tap into it. Someone will tell you, oh, Peter Obi failed because he's an Igbo man. Well, he's in PDP. The party you said is a national party. Had it happened in APC, they would have said it's a Fulani party.
Well, there are also accusations that this is a man who doesn't like to, he won't bribe delegates. He wouldn't give money to delegates, of course, because of his nature as he is.
His nature? Really? Do you really want to talk about his nature? Do you still remember the Pandora Papers?
Okay.
Do you remember the Pandora Papers? How many of his kids did he open account in their names? Check the Pandora Papers. Can we dust it up? And when you talk about it, his minions will come after you without addressing the issue. How saintly is he? What happened to the Anambra brewery, Anambra State-owned brewery? What happened to it? Under him, it was not functioning well. But under him, he died a natural death. All of a sudden, he has his own breweries. Can we tell ourselves the truth for once? Those are the things they don't want you to talk about. And as Igbos, until we start saying this in Igbo land, you have many people. I said, if we want people that will be acceptable in the nation, we have so many people. If someone like, what's the name of this guy, Coach Chadis, Cosmos Maduka, if he was a Yoruba man or a Hausa man, they would have run him. Because he has that reach. He has that name. Name recognition. It matters a lot. All these things they are saying, oh, this and that, believe me, most of us get our news from the social media, and any candidate that is very popular in the social media, before you know it, he becomes a popular candidate in the streets. And it's mostly amongst people that don't even vote. Most of his supporters are IPOB members. They don't even have their voters card. Most of them destroyed their voters card as they commanded them in 2019. Even though he later came a day before the election and told them to, okay, go and vote. But if you vote APC, you are an idiot, according to him. Are you understanding what's going on? The problem is this. We are not following politics with truth. In the Southeast, if you have an illness and refuse to address it, pretending that you have one small problem, you have a terminal illness and you are talking about the symptoms. At the end of the day, the sickness will end up killing you. The illness will kill you. The disease will take you. You can't lie to people for a long time. Show me that man that is sellable. That's why no political party is jostling to give the Southeast their vote, and we caused it. We caused it. Whatever goodwill we had remaining, Nnamdi destroyed it. He chose to play politics with the future of our people by bringing the fake Biafra. And then I saw this thing and started shouting. They were saying, hey, Niger Delta used the militancy to put Jonathan in power. Boko Haram put Buhari in power. Then I asked them, Niger Delta, they have the oil. They can cripple the nation's economy. Especially that, as at that time, there was a heavy oil boom, like we have an oil boom now. Yeah. Then they had everything going for them. The economy of the country is running on oil, and most of the oil is centered around Niger Delta. Now, in the north, they say Buhari won because of Boko Haram. Yes, Buhari won because of Boko Haram, not because he said, I will give you more Boko Haram. He said, I will stop this insurgency. Sure. So you tell me the person, the Igbo man, saying, I will stop this carnage in Igbo land. They are not even going to address it, and somehow they expect people like us to go and vote for them. For what reason? Why should I do that? So you get the ultimate power and do what to me again. Then you have the ultimate power to crush me. Why would I let that happen? It's not possible. It's not going to happen. You can lie to yourself that something else is the problem, but I've just told you what the problem is. Until we solve it back home, we are going nowhere. And IPOB is not a plus. It's a heavy minus. Look at the killings. They are not targeting the Hausas and the Fulanis in the Southeast. Wow. The number of Hausas and Fulanis in like 2 districts in Kano, number of Igbos in 2 districts in Kano, outnumber all the Hausas, Fulanis, Yorubas, wherever in nowhere. As I'm talking to you. And when it comes to voting, how many votes are we churning out?
Okay.
Women from the south.
Southeast, how many votes are we churning out? Borno State will wipe out the entire Southeast vote.
Okay.
We are not talking about Kano, Kaduna.
Okay.
And those people are the people you are antagonizing? Seriously? How exactly? You can call them names, do whatever you like. On that day, they will go to the post and they are not thumbprinting paper on paper, they are thumbprinting into your eyes. You can't force people to do it. What are you saying? You can cry. Oh, okay, when you are talking about this rotational whatever, when Abacha brought it up in 1995, who were the most vocal against it?
The Igbo.
The Igbos. 1995 constitution. We call it Abacha constitution. A constitution that would have made it possible for every damn region to present a president and a VP at least every 30 years. We scattered it. We scuppered the whole thing. At the end of the day, we are now crying over it. The same thing we rejected. And now, what is the biggest thing they are giving you? Nnamdi Kanu ordered the killing of policemen and every uniform wearing person, even though the sister is still in the police. Nnamdi Kanu, I'll keep repeating that. None of them has condemned that. So what do you think is the political implications of all these things? Other than Nigerians believing, oh, all the Igbos are supporting this evil. You know what? We are not going to give you power. And you can't force them. You can make all the noise you like. You simply can't force people to do what they don't want to do. Not when you've given them hate. They have to return it.
Okay, ijele, you've spoken about the problems and what we are doing very wrongly from this part of the country, right? We need to start looking at, how to build these bridges across, the east and also the north and to other parts of the country, of course. What do we need to start doing to increase our chances, of course, of saying a president of this extraction is produced, if not 2023, maybe 2027?
It can't be 2027. After now, it will be next 60 years.
You sound like a prophet.
I'm telling you, no, we have to be.
So what do we need to do, right?
We have to apologize for the death of Sir Ahmadu Bello.
Of course.
Sir Abubakar Tafawa Bello. Start from there.
But you said it wasn't an Igbo coup.
Pardon?
You said it wasn't.
That is what I said. There must be apology. It is not because we hate you or we hate your people. We pray we will not suffer for the sins of our father. That is what we pray for. Yeah, it's a good prayer to pray because what my father did in the past, I don't need to suffer for it now. When I acknowledge, it is only when I acknowledge what your father did or what my father did was wrong. Genuinely, they were wrong. How to mend it now? How, talk about reconciliation now? Agree. You have come out and say, my father was wrong. Then people will now see this like the genuine repentance, like this guy is not even saying or maybe trying to hide the things the father did to us. Then that was how you can make a lasting progress. You understand me? But when people are worshiping their people, their fathers, who put the whole nation in pains. I will invite Igbo man. I will say, let the Igbos apologize. Then Nigeria will not apologize. I will say things like some Igbos will come and say, "Why apologize?" That I don't know what I'm talking about. Because they don't understand the reason why we are saying the both side after. Because really, you cannot tell a South man that we are operating regional structure before. And Igbo man pull it down and introduce the style of government. You put me in, I'm not going to put it. You deprive us our right by pulling down the regional structure. The style of government when we are negotiating our independence, this is what we told our colonial master. We don't want to share because they are the people who force us together, who join us together. We tell them we don't want to be together. There are tribes here. We want to live our life. Let them. You can join us together and say and use law to bind us together. We must choose the style of government we will be operating, and we agreed on regional structure. How can some group of Igbo who just decided to destroy everything and introduce the one that suits them, like the style of government we are operating now? And to go back to regional structure is not one of the biggest problem we have. And you are telling me every day you always cry, you kill your papa, they kill your mama. It doesn't work like that. You cook up stories that is not true. You just fight continue to fight. We like the fight. You can continue to cry, fight, and come and take what belongs to me, or come and add my land to your miserable, God-forsaken, I don't know. It will not happen. Ijele is saying the same thing. Apology first. There must be apology. Then how are you going to do reconciliation without Nigerians? The only thing Nigerians will apologize to the Igbo is because of the people that died during the Civil War. If not, the Igbos must know all this threat now. You can't threaten anybody. You must. That's the only way to set things straight in Nigeria. This is what I've been saying. So I was happy saying.
I said it was Agri Ironsi led coup. Agri Ironsi, the last time I checked, came from Omaya.
Oh, okay.
Came from Omaya, not Nzogu.
Okay, not Nzogu, Kaduna. Okay.
So we need to start apologizing from there first. Then make sure we end all this hate. Do you know when we were growing up, we all grew up knowing that Tafawa Balewa was illiterate. He couldn't write and read. Nnamdi Azikiwe was the one interpreting for him. Anyone under my voice can attest to this. But go on YouTube now, type in Tafawa Balewa United Nations. Watch his speech at the UN. Does that man sound illiterate?
No.
Does that man sound illiterate? More educated than Nnamdi Azikiwe?
Wait.
Nnamdi Azikiwe was able.
Let me tell you. The truth they say is very bitter. Not all Igbos are not bad, But the Igbo leaders have been cunning, deceitful kind of people, very dangerous kind of people. When you look at what is happening now, the youth of nowadays, they don't understand the gravity, the reason why we keep saying what we are saying. After killing that man, they went and told their people the person they kill is nothing. It's an illiterate, he can't even read. Oyibo hand over a country. Even though if he cannot even read, why would you kill him? If he cannot read, is it a crime? Is it a crime to read? Because this is what they told their people that, when they kill those people, there are people that will ask, why would you kill a prime minister? So they have to bring that prime minister down. He's nothing. He's just illiterate, because those days, people struggle to go to school so that up to today, if you cannot speak big grammar, people still see you are nothing. You are not educated. Now, people, it is not by speaking grammar, but it's not by speaking grammar. It's not by speaking Oyibo, UK kind of English. I've been saying it. I said, when Nnamdi Kanu was making noise, I keep telling them, because he live in UK, does not make this man smart. So this is what they told their people. The person they kill worth nothing. Just a stupid man. The way they describe him to their people, people believe. Their people believe their politician, the group of Ojukwu, all of them, Ojukwu, Aguiyi-Ironsi organized the coup, all of them, they are all the same people. You listen to what ijele said. It really impressed me that this is a man who really want the best for his people, who want reconciliation, who want to say the truth. We agreed what our people did, what our forefathers, our fathers did was wrong. But let's talk about future now. That's the only way people begin to say, okay, let us talk about future. Now you claim victim. And so, it will not work. It cannot work. It's a waste of time. You understand me? So ijele decided to let you, they were lying. This man schooled in UK. He schooled in UK. When we got our independence, the person that's supposed to be, listen, the man who fought for the northern independence was not Tafawa Balewa, the one they killed at all. Who negotiated the northern freedom was not Tafawa Balewa. It is Amudu Bello. So Amudu Bello, I don't know. Amudu Bello is somebody who wants the best for his people. He is a learned man also, but he feels if Tafawa Balewa, they lied to their people that he was illiterate, he did not know anything. So Amudu Bello feels, no, this man is more vast, maybe than him. So if you listen to Tafawa Balewa, go and listen to his speech. You will not even know that man is a northern man. Because he's schooled in UK. They lie to their people, they killed one Christmas. Because people don't know the gravity, the kind of person they kill. A prime minister of a nation. You don't do that. You can't gang up and pick one Yoruba man, probably promised to give him, I don't know, and went up north and begin to kill. You can't do that. It's unacceptable. You can't do it now. You can't do it then. You can't do it in future. So it was Amudu Bello that was supposed to be prime minister, because it was Amudu Bello as Zik instead of working with the Awolowo, he went up north to work, with them in the north, and then Amudu Bello now decided to say, no, I will be the premier in the north. Tafawa Balewa can be the prime minister instead of him. That's the reason who negotiated the freedom of the East, the Eastern people, the Igbos, was Nnamdi Azikiwe, and Nnamdi Azikiwe was the president. Amudu Bello was supposed to be the prime minister, but Amudu Bello shifted to Tafawa Balewa because maybe it's more vast than him. I don't know. I'm just saying it. So this is the man they were telling their people he know nothing. He was illiterate, just to justify their evil deeds. This is what I've been preaching every day. I just love the way ijele put it today. I said, okay, let me just celebrate ijele today.
Oh man, he knows how to sell himself. And he understands the power of the media. He understood the power of the media at the time and used it to his own advantage.
No.
They went and killed such a giant, came out and told us they killed nobody. Had we known, believe me, we wouldn't have bought that thing the way we bought and swallowed.
They went to Lagos. These people, they went to Lagos. Just like not that a foreigner, Nigeria. Okay, because when we say these things, some people just think we are just no. Okay, let's Nigeria now. Look at Nigeria now. Buhari is the president. Let's say some group of Yoruba just go to Aso Rock. First of all, kill all the governors they did not vote for, because what they did, they kill all the premier. They and leave the one they voted for. Kill all the governors there and kill the president, and the Yoruba man will be there and tell you to calm down. You're going to fix everything. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. The Northern is going to retaliate. Just like when Jonathan was there. They can assassinate him. They can do him anything. Will be the end of Nigeria. Just like a Northern man is leaving, a Southern man is coming. What are you going to do? Kill him? That is what you don't do. That is what you don't. That is what they did. And they killed that man when they asked their own brother to travel to UK. And the brother hand over to the Senate, to the vice president, another Igbo man. They did not kill the one he hand over to. So they went, and after killing them, started telling Igbos at home, we kill one Christian. Then, people don't really understand the gravity. You kill the head. They kill one Christmas. No. That is their problem. The way their forefathers reason is the way they reason today. They reason. Sometimes I look at them, I just do like this. What? Some of them will be asking me, don't talk about them. What did they do? What kind of stupid question is that? Are you, maybe you just, are you from where? From the, maybe you are, I don't know. All that you have been doing to people, are you blind? You're up till now, your people still talk nonsense. Did you tell your people to stop? You want to come and tell me now you don't understand what I'm saying? I am giving it back to you people. The things, the evil you planned against others. Look at it. Look, ijele said it just now, which I said it before. Wike went there and told these people, the delegates, the people they got delegates told them there, your brother will not win. And they clapped. They clapped. The man himself, Peter Obi, now resigned. It's a shock to me. But I said Wike went to his own, Peter Obi's state. Peter Obi, his own state, Anambra. He told them there, don't waste your vote on your own brother because he will not win. All of them will be clapping. I make a video about it now. I made a video about it. They were all clapping for him. I said, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That Igbo for you. In politics, they are babies. They don't understand politics. God bless them with, business, know how to do business. But when politics, they are nothing. You can call them mumu when it comes to politics. It is the truth. It is the truth. It is the truth. Peter Obi went to Peter Obi's state and told them there, why waste your vote? They will not win. You know you will not win. All of them were clapping. Peter Obi went to is that same man Abrana? Peter Obi, his own state too. The PDP chairman there did not go and see him. Tambuwa from the north went to Anambra. The PDP chairman there he went to the airport to go and receive him. We should talk about Igbo today. They go break. When that man, that pastor, Tunde Bagare said, they have been cursed. It is true politically. In other aspects, they are not cursed. They are intelligent. They are great people. But in politics, when it comes to politics, they have been cursed. How can your brother who want to be the president? People are even eyeing him. Maybe, the chairman of their own party did not go and see him. But when Tabuwa from the north, they're visiting them, that same man who could not go, not just to go to airport and receive your brother, but at least you can see him in Anambra. Their problem is too big. It's too big. So let ijele continue.
The lie they saw was that, somebody that was not qualified was put there. How dare you? You do such a thing, you've not apologized over it. Then go and listen to Ahmed Bello. I don't like him. I honestly don't like him, but I don't support what happened to him. Bellows are the rulers in the north today. Go and ask anybody. Because people that were following Tafawa Balewa believe in national politics, national dialogue. Let's do it calmly. Bello and his people were saying, don't trust these people, they will kill you off. They want to sell the country. All of a sudden, the same people who carried out a coup took out the leaders of the north.
Now, before the coup, 2 years, a year before the coup, before they killed Ahmadu Bello, Ahmadu Bello keep telling their people, these Igbo, they are going to dominate us, they are going to kick us out. To warning Tafawa Balewa, be careful of these people, these Igbo people. So people were saying it was kind of, he don't like the Igbos then. He said because they always dominate. Because I know in life, the inferior fight to be superior. So the superior fight to be the master. Igbos were part of the superiors, but they got greedy. They wanted it all. Ijele said it here. I've been saying it. All the major positions. In fact, listen. We are few here now because this is a new page. Before now, have you ever heard this Onyamiri IPOB, not the normal Igbo, tell you again, Oyibo give them country, because we have debunked and destroyed our lies already. Before you used to hear, some of our people believe, the British favor the Fulani more than us. So they just package this country and just give it to them to be ruling us. That was what many here were thinking. Not until few of us started telling, that is a lie. That is a lie. That is a flagrant lie. Oyibo hand over that. John Ibe said it. Who signed our independence? Not the Igbos. Who signed amalgamation? Not the Igbos. John Ibe. They did not hand over the power, any power. It was the Igbo that makes the prime minister, Tafawa Balewa, a prime minister. They makes him a prime minister. He took an oath. He swear. Put his hand on a Quran. Swear to Inade Azikiwe. Not just that. It was, after the election, it was the southeastern politician who went up north and negotiated with them. They said we should form two political parties. Those ones say, okay, what will be our position if you will give us prime minister? He agreed that, okay, take the prime minister. After all the major police, soldier will control everything. I can be the president and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana were surprised. How come intelligent man like you agree to be the president instead of the prime minister? That's greed, because they were waiting after him. It is all about to dominate everybody. It has been their trademark. That is the reason why somebody like me cannot tolerate. I cannot tolerate their nonsense now. You don't. I tell you. I keep telling my other people, stand up tall. Now you destroy the country, no. Now your papa, no. Now your mama, no. Person they cry blood. Tell us say na blood go kill your head. You kick and join out. Get the fuck out. Oh, don't come here, you're rubbish. You kick and don't be swai. Now they put you in pain. I go they cry. They say na you Nigeria ban so. Now you want repair them. Now my mama want repair them. You know your wazobia. You don't get it. Your currency, you see your papa there, you see my papa there. You see Oviedo there, you see Morigi there. You don't know the for you go to France, now they are hero. That when they were not European, when all of them were using their money, not now they're now Europe now. When all of them were using their money, it is their hero, the people, that's who they put the face you see in their currency. Look at Nigeria currency. Did you see your person there? Don't you know the people there? It's their country, not your country. I invited my brother here the other day. He was telling me, so I just said, okay, I invited you. If not, no, I don't agree to that. Why would I spend my time talking about why I know they come my place? My tribal man forbid to do. Yeah, I don't do that kind of thing. I tell you, me, I'm not into that thing. They are million. Are you is small? Who is population small? Now you go to follow them fight. Now you fight, you want make them. We don't hate them. We are trying to correct them. So let's ijele. The man, Amudu Bello, have been saying it before then. That these people still, they went up north and killed that man. Some of them told me they killed my people 1950, 1947. Igbo in the north, where we were at 1950s. What, 1947? Almost 80 years ago. We don't even have our independence yet. What are you doing up north? You ask, who up north? What did they not? Then, what did they not? Okay, according to you, they killed us 1956. So they kill us in 1956. And still, when I go from government, we there. Everywhere, when it comes to politics, anywhere Igbo man want do, I they catch them. They talk, come here, I catch them. It is because some of you don't pay good attention. If you pay good attention, anything they say, there must be how you will catch them and tell them, you know, don't cry. It is what you plan. It is your foolishness. It is their foolishness. They have been carrying this picture. You know Edo College in Benin, Edo College. Edo's in the house. You know Edo College now. My father went to that school. Me, no, I went to ICC, Immaculate Conception College, ICC. But my uncles, then my father, it's the Edo College. You see, they founded that school 1933, right? 1933. We are still under the British rule. No independent yet. They built that school. You know that school they call is it New Era or Idia College? No, either New Era College or Idia College. That girls' school, the secondary school. That is where they built the school originally. Before they built that school there. So Edo College was there before, not where it is now, along Murtala Mohammed, No, it was former there. They removed it from there, 1974, to where it is now. When they founded that school, 1933. And 1933, we are talking about 80, is it not? Almost 88, 89 years ago, 87, 88 years ago, they founded that school, Edo College. You see, if you look at the badge of that school, you see one Oyibo star there. This their Israeli flag. They call it Star of David. Star of David. The British, you know, Igbo people in this place, this is the wounded civilian political classroom. You see that star, they call David Star. The British designed that flag to be Israeli, the British. When the British went there to colonize them, they designed that flag for them. Not, they call it the David Star. The David Star, right? That's what they call it. But who designed it like that? It is the British. God did not design any star for them. Or there's a way of designing a star, normal star. But if you look at that design, there's a way it's different. It's a star, but they call it a normal star. They would have just called it, that star now, normal star. But there's a way the design is one. It's different. It was the British who designed that flag when they were controlling them there. France were, controlling the side of Palestine, in those days. Before 1940, I'm talking about over maybe 200 years ago, something like 100 or something years ago. Long time. Or 200, I don't know. So, when they found that Edo College, You know that the British also, if you go to palace now, most of their maybe some their sword, their crown, you will see that marks, that David thing there, you know, David Star. They call it David Star. You know, when they found that Edo College, they designed with our other Ebe, you know, and later had as star. It was the oldest school then, the oldest. Now, recently, these boys, these Onyamri people, they begin to use it because they claim they are black. They said they are from Israel. Their papa is from Israel. Their mama was from Israel. We are not from Israel. We are not from Israel. We are black people. We have our language. God created us unique. We are the Edos. We are never from Israel. I don't believe Urobo from Israel. Shakiri from Israel. If you are from Israel, relocate to Israel. Go and enjoy the Israeli whatever there. We are not Israel. They begin to use that star and begin to say star. I understand. This is star. The school Oyibo. When Oyibo were creating that school, drawing that, designing that map, we were just there. They do whatever they like. They know us. They build that school. I mean, they created Edo College then. I mean, they founded that school there. They designed everything for us. They put whatever they like. They were our colonial master. They were living there. So they are the one who designed that logo, that badge. What am I saying is for you to know, then we don't even have a say. They put that thing there. Have you ever seen that David Star in any of our thing, or you see it designed in any? You can't. It's not there. There's some foreign European thing. Even there are some in Africa, when you see it, it's just what they impose on the people. Begin to, all those things, wipe them away. It's not our thing. I'm not saying it is evil. It is the Igbo thing. It's not our thing. Anything, their thing is not ours. So Igbo thing. By then, when they designed that badge, who are we? We were just there. They are the one colonizing us. They came to our land, occupy everywhere, and tell us this is school, this is that, teaching us, things we're supposed to know, changing our culture. That's all we know concerning all these things. Even in the southeast, all these things you bother yourself over because you see this picture in Israel. The same picture in your land mean you are Israeli now. You must be sick and you must be stuck on stupid. You are not. Oyibo, it was when they came, Oyibo long time, they brought all these signs. Cross, or this cross. Oyibo brought all these things. It's not our thing. I'm not condemning Christianity. I'm not condemning Islam. I'm not condemning religion. What I'm saying, all these symbols, Oyibo brought. If, for instance, the whatever you call it, how stupid some people can be. Listen, if, for instance, that whatever symbol, like cross, like this David star you see in your street, and you begin to say it is because you see stars like that or David star, you now say, oh, you are from Israel. If you are not mad, if you are normal, if you are really, you are normal. Don't you know, without Oyibo coming to our land, they brought this thing now. If not Oyibo that came to our land, we will not even know anything like cross. We don't even know whether Jesus exists. They brought the Bible. They brought all this symbol. It is not our thing. Starke. They brought all these things. It's not our thing. It's their symbol. When they look, most of the primary school, like I went to Uwa Primary School in Benin. All these old primary school. Our primary school is more than 200, if I'm not mistaken, or 100 and something years, I don't know. That's our primary school. There must be a Roman Catholic church, very mighty Roman Catholic church there. Go to Asuru Primary School, there is a Roman Catholic church. All those schools in Benin, the ancient city of Benin, you see all those churches. You both build all those churches, eh? It's not. Then we used to see Reverend Father before. All of them, they are all gone now. I think they are still. I don't know if they are still in the east. So all this they are seeing, but they brought doesn't signify anything. We are not. We are black people. God created us and gave us that land. Nobody comes from Israel. Nobody comes from Israel. Enough of this foolishness. We are black people. That's our land. God created us there. Here is for the Europeans. God created them here. So let us continue with ijele.
Anyway. Our own people. Do you think they're forgotten? There needs to be a genuine apology, not just by actions, by words, but by deeds. We should show by our works or how we treat them. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you they are treating our people better than we are treating them.
Okay.
Most Igbos, they say, oh, I can't be able to sell my house. I want to sell this house. Look at the price they are giving me. Tell them to present the C of O's of those homes. They don't have, because the lands were not even sold to them. Give it to them for free. Okay. Build your shop, build everything. Where else does that happen in Nigeria? Mm-hmm. When you bring out these facts, they will not debate you on the fact. They will start shouting, Hausa slaves. Is this how we are going to solve the issue? Mm-hmm. Then all this hatred, Ndi need to outlaw hate. We need to copy Rwanda. Oh. Outlaw hate from politics. Oh. That's the only thing. We have the biggest number of Yahoo people in government. Abia State, for a start. Abia State, I don't know if the state is cursed. The next governor is worse than the worst one. Look at a state that don't even couldn't complete a flyover since 2015, and someone from there is telling you that he has the solution to the Igbo problem. Let's look inwards. Stop the hate. If not hate, most of all these guys killing people, killing all these others, would have killed them. What problem do you have with them? Look at that woman from Adamawa, Harira, and her 4 kids. Are you kidding me? What sort of tribe would look a girl in the face? That woman, and the children, really? You think they will forget?
No.
You think they will forget? And none of the people from the so-called activists, all that they raised the question, and code, none of them raised their voices.
Oh, yeah.
Not one voice was raised over that. But we saw how they harped on the Deborah. I condemn the killing of Deborah in Sokoto. And I thank the CEO, the general overseer of Omega Power Ministry in Port Harcourt for taking care of the family. I hate pastors. There's no one who doesn't know that. But that man, what he does, I have no bad word against that man. I have never criticized him because I have seen no reason to. He took that man, what he did has saved so many Igbos, but people don't understand. He has done more than the entire politicians in Igbo land. This is the type of evil our people are covering, and some people, it means nothing to them. It means nothing to them. At the end of the day, how exactly? Some people say, "Oh, it's outside people, this and that," but they've been killing Igbo families before now. When the entire northerners leave the southeast, you think this will stop? It will continue. Mm-hmm. Check the statement Anambra State Governor made. Check his statement. Check his press release yesterday. His briefing yesterday. Listen to him. So ingenuine, so fake. Couldn't even bring himself to open his mouth, exonerating Nnamdi Kanu from that. Are you kidding me?
How can he say?
The guy
said it yesterday. How can he say?
Openly called for the killing of Northerners.
How can he say that Nnamdi Kanu did not support
the Southeast
and he believe Nnamdi Kanu did not support the terrorism going on in the Southeast, and the governor believe that shit from Nnamdi Kanu. Instead of me to be telling Buhari to crucify him, and they are saying They cannot. The governor cannot even.
Running for the office.
The governor cannot even come out and say it is IPOB that is doing the killing. Still saying, "Oh, if you are in the bush, IPOB doing the killings." If you want them to change, if you want to stop them, stop these IPOB people. Very simple. Let them face the law. They must face the law. So his speech yesterday, to me, it was a garbage. And all those threats, let's wait if he's going to carry it out. All these boys, they don't believe in threats. They don't believe in threats. Yesterday I said it. I said Igbos, the Ojukwu programmed them in a way like when you tell them the truth, you are against your brother. You hate Igbo. You don't love Igbo. You hate your people. Whenever you tell them the truth, it becomes you don't like your people. You hate your people. That they have to nobody wants because in the past Ojukwu kind of blackmail people like that and see who tell him the truth. You now say, oh, these are traitors that must die. People like Malalifa and his family, something like that. So for that, now people don't want, if not, instead of the governor making a speech yesterday, he's supposed to go to Abuja and tell Buhari to give him military to come and smoke these animals out. No time to waste. Wasting time for what? That is what Wike did. He went to Abuja. Tell Buhari, give me military. The police in my state can no longer handle these monkeys. Another 2 weeks, they smoke them out. Instead of making long speech every day. Just keep pampering them. You think they'll listen to you? You said coffee now. Nobody come out coffee. Nobody come out again, this and that. You think these Momo people, they will listen to you? They will not listen to you. What they listen to, let the president roll out some army towns on the streets. They will be running a casket at this stupid boy. They are getting Buddha every day because nobody is challenging them. What is challenging them? All in the name of I don't want them to call me Sabu.
That's the only thing. We have the biggest number of Yahoo people in government. Abia State, for a start. Abia State, I don't know if the state is cursed. The next governor is worse than the worst one. Look at a state that don't even couldn't complete a flyover since 2015. And someone from there is telling you that he has the solution to the Igbo problem. Let's look inwards. Stop the hate. If not hate, most of all these guys killing people, killing all these others, would have killed them. What problem do you have with them? Look at that woman from Adamawa, Harira, and her 4 kids. Are you kidding me? What sort of tribe would look a girl in the face? That woman, and the children, really? You think they will forget? You think they will forget? And none of the people from the so-called activists or the areas of question and code, none of them raised their voices. Not one voice was raised over that. But we saw how they hacked on the Deborah. I condemn the killing of Deborah in Sokoto. And I thank the CEO, the general overseer of Omega Power Ministry in Port Harcourt for taking care of the family. I hate pastors. There's no one who doesn't know that. But that man, what he does, I have no bad word against that man. I have never criticized him because I have seen no reason to. He took that man, what he did has saved so many Igbos, but people don't understand. He has done more than the entire politicians in Igbo land. This is the type of evil our people are covering. And some people, it means nothing to them. It means nothing to them. At the end of the day, how exactly? You know, some people say, oh, it's outside people, this and that. But they've been killing Igbo families before now. When the entire northerners leave the southeast, you think this will stop? It will continue. Check the statement Anambra State Governor made. Check his statement. Check even his press release yesterday. His briefing yesterday. Listen to him. So ingenuine, so fake. Couldn't even bring himself to open his mouth, exonerating Nnamdi Kanu from that. Are you kidding me? The guy openly called for the killing of northerners in the southeast, alleging that they are the ones committing the killings in the southeast. Meanwhile, his boys are the ones doing it. How do you think Nigeria will look at you? Like I said, he said 2027. So any other person that will take from the president has extra 4 years. What are the odds that a sitting president will lose the election? What are the odds?
Well, it happened 2015.
No, after 6 years, and because of the thing PDP did, and Jonathan sidelined the North, he brought so many hateful people around him. They started antagonizing the people that put him in power. At the end of the day, he thought by bribing some people, by giving them money to go and build a magic schools, which they never built only on paper. He thought by doing that he would get to power. They messed him up. PDP learned it the hard way. You think APC will want to make such mistake? They won't. And if power remains in the South, now as it's going to be, believe me, I will put my money on it.
That power is coming to the South.
Of course, APC is going to win. PDP is, look at it. Look at how they are flaring. You can't, they are not going anywhere. So if it happens to be it Osinbajo or Tinubu, the person will get 8 years. After that 8 years, he's going to the North. So when you see how I told you, it's after like 16 years. And that 16 years is not even guaranteed. 2013, I remember at Ojo, at the newspaper stand, Ojo, I saw 7 major PDP governors move to this new party. I called my people and said, Ndibo, we need to move here. PDP is now a minority party and they are not going to come back. If you see the insult, the vitriol, I maintain myself and say, PDP is going to lose. And if you don't go into this place, you are going to lose every damn thing. 2 years later, it happened. And the trend has not changed. And I believe most of the Igbo politicians love it. At least it gives them excuse to not perform. For instance, no state governor is being owed a dime. In the entire Southeast now, Ebonyi State won, Imo State too. In terms of infrastructure, every other place is just nonsense. Nothing is happening. Ugwani left Enugu to be in a mess. Look at the debt, a whole Enugu. See Enugu how it is. You know how it used to be there. Look at how Enugu is. But they say, oh, he's trying his own side. Okay, he's trying his side. But what about the seat of power? The Anambra State is a no-go area. If not for the Anambrarians that are building their roads, constructing their roads with their own money, private individuals, how do you think Anambra State will be looking like? Are you going to talk about Abia State? The people that say they are Igbo defenders, fraudsters. Look at their governor. You cannot drive a vehicle. Have you been to Abia Poli? That is in Aba, the heart of Ungwa land. And the governor is an Ungwa man. No one is talking about it, but look at how they all focus on Imo State. Shouting, oh, Supreme Court governor. Well, the governor in Anambra State now, is he a Sharia court governor? Has he not gotten to his place because they are now being beaten black and blue in Imo State? They've moved to Anambra State. They are not suffering it. They beheaded their lawmaker. The other day and everywhere, oh, you need to stop this, you need to stop it. Where have you people been all these years? All this while, majority of the people sponsoring them financially are from Anambra State. Then the people running the scam, mostly from Abia State. Chinasamoru, and go. Nnamdi Kanu, Emmanuel Kanu, look at them. And we are not telling ourselves that truth. Instead, we are filling our people with hate. They are moving around thinking that there is a house or a Fulani man hiding somewhere to harm them. Meanwhile, the biggest threat you have is within your home. Your cousins don't even like you. If you are talking about your worst enemies, as an Igbo man, you find them mostly amongst your cousins. And you don't want to talk about this truth.
Okay, so just like I asked, before we dived into the permutations, of course, as it were for 2023, 27, and also going forward, I would like to also draw you back that how do we begin to address these things? We know what the problems are. We know where we are right now.
Political participation first.
Okay.
Because the people in power, the existing vote, they can control them. We need new people to start registering to vote. Educate our people on the need to vote. Your vote actually counts.
Right.
If it doesn't, they wouldn't be bribing you to vote for them. They wouldn't be mobilizing their political actors to go bribe the traditional rulers, the leaders of trade unions, all these people. Churches, our people need to vote on interest.
Mm-hmm.
Before now, if you mention Hope Uzodinma, it's like you mentioned the devil himself. But now they're beginning to understand it. Even some umbrellas that were insulting me before, is it what your governor was seeing? No, we didn't see it like that before. Oh, we didn't see it that way. Because they're beginning to see the truth. They are beginning to see what is afoot. Everything they are saying, they are just selling out to dummies, one dummy after another. Look for one excuse. The Niger Delta Development Commission, do you know how much that commission gets? It's funded to the tune of trillions of naira every 4 years at least, or 8 years. And Abdian was the head of the NDDC. What did he do there? Nothing. They are just there embezzling money. And when you go to the north, look at the Cancer Research Center Governor Ganduje is building in Kano State. Is that federal money? Before I started exposing this nonsense, they will tell them, oh, look at what Buhari is doing there. Look at what these people are. They even lie to our people that they will give the governors money, then from behind force them to return it to Abuja. Where does that happen? IPOB Nnamdi Kanu said this. And people bought it, hook, line, and sinker. They swallowed it. They swallowed the nonsense. What sort of tribe deceives their people like this? Political participation first. That rich billionaire in your place, your one vote can render him a pauper for life. Get your people, the priest, stop lying to the people from your pulpit. Most of this hate you are seeing are being preached from the pulpit. Your reverend fathers, your priests, your pastors, all of them are politicians. They've turned their church members into voters. It's a voting base, and they don't care the type of lie they need to sell to them to get their vote. Sell hatred because the president is not inviting you people to come and give you money like Jonathan did. He is now the devil. It was their time. He's denying them the opportunity. Meanwhile, this is the same person that are telling you, oh, he's allowed the Christians and he's giving to Muslims. What type of do you see that this is a conscious effort to keep the people dumb? You hear some Igbos speak online, you become ashamed of yourself. Mouthing off garbage, things not based on reality. And the Fulanis are supposed to be our problem.
Okay, so we've heard from Ijele, of course, saying that political participation is very important. We also need to start getting...
One more. Yeah, do you know the number of Igbos we have in Nigeria? No? Igbos are abroad. Many of our people are abroad.
In the diaspora.
In the diaspora, the number of... Let me use Turkey, for instance. The number of Imolites in Turkey alone, Imolites in Turkey outnumber other tribes in Nigeria combined. Yes.
In Turkey.
Yes. You can say in the UK, US, you have Yorubas, Igbo, and Misho. But apart from that, go to every other place: Germany, Italy, Spain, France, Belgium, Austria. Go there and see. And this is the same way we are scattered within Nigeria too. Go to the entire West Africa. What are we doing to bring these people back home? This is wealth that is wasting over there. We have inventors. Not many Igbos know who Cyprian Emeka Uzo is. That man is an inventor with over 150 patents to his name. Mm. He could have built us a vaccine clinic in Nigeria, controlled it himself. How does such a person come back to this place? How do you do that? We have talents everywhere. How about state governors start building smart cities? Since we say we are the smartest people, let's lead by example. A smart city, bring out a neighborhood, just a new area, brand new area, construct roads, put markets, some things that will attract people there. Then when there is electricity over there, everything, you offer it to every Imolite outside, engineers, doctors, real talents, not be all these ones where they study gender studies. Oh, I'm a professor of gender studies. What are we doing with it? Call them, bring them, give them incentive, free land. Free land, go there, build it, and only those type of people, no lawyer, nothing. Apply science only. You bring them there with adequate security, they will all come back home. Most of them have been there for years, they are in their 70s, and they want to give back to the society. How are they going to give back? How about to initiate such programs? You have them in Imo, have them in Enugu, in Ebonyi. I doubt if something like that will ever happen in other states in the next 200 years. But the serious ones should go ahead with all these things. Bring these people back home. We have hospitals. Dave Umar have built a cancer research center. Where are the other states? Rather, you have criminals calling themselves pastors, telling you that they can heal cancer through miracles, and build churches everywhere. Instead of hospitals, we bring our talents home to take care of her. Do you know how many people that are dying of cancer in our place? And they will say, oh, na poison. No, they don't do it. All these things. Why do you think we have more deaths in our region than any other place? We are not telling ourselves this truth. Go to almost every community you know are going to have at least 2 to 3 funerals this weekend. It continues like that next weekend. The week after that. The week after that. And no one is taking count of how many people we are losing. No good quality healthcare. And the shameless governor of Abia State is telling you that when a woman delivers a baby in the pig pen they call health centers, they will give you 500 naira and a backpack. Really? Really? This is where we've fallen, and we are claiming to be the smartest people. Show it mercy.
Okay, because our time is fast spent, of course, I would just like us to, begin to wrap this all up and also tie it up so that those listening to us this afternoon will have a better understanding of the conversation that we've been having for the past couple of minutes, of course, about which way for Ndibo, yes, going forward with all of this. And as we understand that politically, we're trying to get ourselves positioned, yes. The Igbo tribe is trying to ready position itself, first of all, for this election, and also going forward in bettering the lot of the Southeasterners across all levels. You agree with me, Ijele, that every region in Nigeria does not also have it rosy. We have insecurity, scattered all across the country. Just a few places are maybe not having cases of, where people killings are done every day.
But Borno State is now safer than Anambra.
We think that.
But most of those communities that were deserted, people have now moved back into them. But right now, from Nnewi South to Ihiala, people have deserted the place. What does that tell you? It has changed. We've swapped places with the Northeast. And until we start telling ourselves this truth, it's going to be worse than it is right now.
Right.
It's going to be worse than it. And if Ndibo are serious about getting back into national politics, they should stop demonizing their own people who joined other political parties, because that place may actually be your safest route to power. Take, for instance, the PDP, they were telling us, oh, APC is a Fulani party, it's a Fulani party. Well, you people want to replace one Fulani man with another one. As it stands now, Atiku looks like the clearest winner. He's in the lead. He can buy them off. But look at APC, at least you can say for sure, let me say 85% sure that the next APC presidential candidate will come from the South. The Southwest positioned themselves very well. They would have been in this mess we are in. It started doing NSAS. They all coordinated. But look at Sunday Igboho. He was arrested. You see the Southwest destroying their land over him. You think most of their political leaders are not making calls to the president in secret? They are not making moves to have him freed? Even the partial freedom he has, you think his people did not pull the string? Why didn't they go around shooting people in Lebanon? Beheading people? Doing all that, and we are here talking as if we are speaking to kids.
Okay, so just like I said, that we should wrap this up and tie up all these points so that those listening to us will have a clear picture of which way we have to begin to paddle this canoe if we are to get to harbor with everybody safe on board. Yes, I'm saying that what do we begin to do, tie up all these points, because
we need to ban every political propaganda.
One,
any person lying to our people, because what is killing us is the lie that we were told in 1967. Till date is still killing us. I refuse to call Ojukwu a hero, and I have my reasons.
Ojukwu is a criminal.
He's never my hero, not gonna be.
Criminal.
The war didn't get to Newe. He didn't lose anyone.
Okay.
In 1967, Emmanuel Ifeajuna called for the war to be stopped. They never knew it would take that long.
Okay.
He said, we don't have weapons, we don't have food. Our people are suffering. We can't stand this. He didn't stop. Emmanuel Ifeajuna offered to surrender the flag himself. Mind you, this is the same person that killed Tafawa Balewa. But he was willing to risk his own life. They refused. He wanted to arrest Ojukwu, put him in a plane and fly him out of the country. He didn't do it. What happened? He killed him, killed his entire family. And after 3 years, you did the same thing he told you to do then. After millions of lives were lost, taking people's children, feeding them to the god of war.
Okay.
Why telling the international? Go check his interviews, telling the international community that those children were volunteers, that they were not conscripted. But we all know that our grandparents were hiding their children. Why were our?
This is what I've been saying here. Ojukwu was nothing but a criminal. They're supposed to go to his grave, remove his stupid bones, and set it ablaze. Or better still, take that stupid bones to his fatherland, his grandfather land, Ivory Coast. That man was nothing but a criminal. At the age of 32 years, he dragged the whole nation to war because of power. Using 10 years old, 9 years old soldier. They kill all the youth die. You will not surrender. You started using kids. 10 years old. That man, you think, come on now. A man who claims he's fighting for Biafra. And people are using, you know what is 10 years old? You start primary one at the age of 6. Primary one at the age of 6. Then we are talking about 10 years old. What did 10 years old know? People were hiding their children. Is that not what I have been saying here? People were hiding. That means the Igbos don't even know what they were up against. It will never be well with Ojukwu. He is probably burning in air, lying to their people that he's fighting for them. They lied at the war was it is not Ojukwu did not declare the war. I invited this our brother here the other day. He said Ojukwu that I was looking at him. Ojukwu did not declare the war. When he declared Biafra, that means war. In every country, that means war. And this animal Ojukwu declared Biafra, he cannot even stay in his own miserable land there and do his Biafra. He started invading regions after regions. He invaded our region and they stole millions of money. 6.5 million our currency then, you know, pounds then. And then my father bought his first car 1978. Is it not 1,000 or 2,000 naira? I don't know. Yeah. 1,000 naira. We are talking about 6.5 million. It is trillions now, and we need that money back. They said they were fighting for Biafra. I don't know why they were stealing from us. Our central bank, Midwest Central Bank. I've been showing you the picture here. Let the ijele say it himself.
Hiding their children. Check the broadcast. Philip Perfume. It will never be well with him. Just like Ojukwu. Lying to the people. If they knew that Enugu fell that early, they would have run and moved him.
Philip Perfume. Yesterday I said it. After the war, the second in charge. His own people banish him. These people were, they go and call them rebel. They were criminals. Such thing cannot happen now. They were a bunch of criminals, young guys who want to take charge. They were, Ojukwu were, I think, Philip Perfume was 35, 37. Philip Perfume. Ojukwu was 32. They were about 3, 4, 5 years older than Ojukwu. They were young. Imagine, 32 years old boy. Tell me any 32 years old you will give power today that he will not misbehave. It's just the same. He placed all the top politicians, the Mazik, under house arrest, including Mbazurike, that is kind of an old man fooling himself somehow. They were swearing for him at George Oyimbe program. One guy, they were so bitter. How can an elderly man like Mbazurike be, you know, the man is old. Is 90 now, I don't know. Should be 90, I don't know. How can you at your age be talking like this? And what the guy say, how can you say that you free now that you are going to change him, that you are going to talk to him? That they are not the one doing all these things. Maybe they are not the one. What would you say maybe? So they were kind of the Moyi BP guys, they were hungry. Because those ones, they don't like it now, they can too. They are angry. Let this man, Buhari said, Adekan must be given the chance to defend himself in the court. Stop wasting time. So let the ijele continue, so I will call it a day.
Safety. Rather, they were running deeper into the bush, fighting an unwinnable war. When push comes to shove, you couldn't even take the bullets. You ran away, and somehow you are a hero. The truth about that one was not told till this day. Why do you think we have problem with our Igbo-speaking people in Asaba? The bridge was brought down.
What brought down?
Those people were fighting there. Fighting with all.
May God continue to bless this guy. When you say the Anion Maikabo, they are Igbos, we stay together, we fight together. That evil Juku criminal, after invading, he declared Biafra he will not stay in their land. He occupied the Midwest, heading to Lagos before they were stopped. And Nigerian army started pushing them back. After they crossed, he bombed the bridge. Anyoma people should be ashamed of themselves. Those not Anyoma like all these people, because you speak some similar, you talk like the George Oyimbe. My guy should be, but then he make a program that day and say he went to see some of these old soldiers, some of them, when they were alive, asking them, why are they not supporting this Biafra thing? He said the man shook his head and said, you will not understand. He said the man look at him, you will not understand. They bought the bridge. I have the video. Maybe tomorrow I'll play that video. He said the man look at him and say, you will not understand. They bought the bridge. They bought. The man, he saw hair. Ojuku. That if you Ojuku. No wonder he suffered. He suffered and died. That man was a criminal. He deceived all of them. He deceived all of them. Up to today. If, for instance, what your father did in the past, let me tell you something. Before we call it a day. We are Southerners. The Edos, Robo, Shekiri, Izon. Igbos are close to us. 1 hour's drive, 2 hours drive, we're already in Igbo land. They are our brothers. We are all brothers. The North is also our brothers. But they are far away. They are far away. The North, right from the beginning, the North, they want you to hate. They were, there is no proof they ever want to cheat or dominate you. Right from the beginning, we got our independence, or to cheat. They were defending themselves. Like Amadou Bello, we are telling them we need our police, oh, we need our this, we need regional government where we can, whatever in our land is our land. That's the kind of government he was, talking about. So there was no sign. There is no sign that they ever plan to dominate or cheat you or rob you, take what belongs to you, hand it to their own. There was no like that. Right from day one. They started this ungratefulness. You have power. You are not okay. You want it all. And that is the reason why the South could not join them in this foolishness, Ojuku foolishness. You see, he's saying it. People were hiding their children. If those Igbos were hiding their children, it's like they catch them unaware. They never know. I don't believe such people sign and say, let us go to war. Ojuku imposed the war on them. Can a general, what do they call him? Who agreed to send a 10 years old to war? That's war crime. That's war crime. Send 10 years old to war? And they want me to come on. Ojuku must perish in hell. I pray for God to forgive him. He was wicked. Very wicked. They were cunning. Continue so that we call it a day.
Then you drop the bridge. Behind them is the water. Before them is the army. Oh. What do you think caused the Asaba massacre?
Okay.
You couldn't even let them cross.
No. Asaba.
Have we apologized for that?
No. Asaba massacre. They don't blame Ojuku. They want to blame Nigerian government. No. You blame Ojuku for Asaba massacre. A lot of people died there. Asaba people, they were not innocent. Because their brother, the Uzogu was from there, who killed Amadou Bello and over 22, 23 top politicians. Did you know what they did? Blood were flowing in the north. How can you just wake up from your bed, carry army, and begin to shoot at people? Why can't you shoot your own? All these politicians you went up north to go and kill, of what benefit? Are you the one that voted for them there? Are they in government for you? They're in government for their people. You know, and now you keep clapping for your criminals, and you are in the other hand telling us to come and join you in your what struggle? No, go and carry your load. You can't change. They cannot change. They can't change. They want us to. They said we have to teach history. We are teaching history. They don't want to hear it. This history. I keep saying it here. I show you, I play you a video of Ojukwu the other day. He said 1966, that cool. Nigeria is like this because of that 1966, cool. Nigeria, everything was going smoothly. There was corruption, we'll understand, but everything was going smoothly. Before this group of confused people, just like look at them, how confused they are. Look at them. You are fighting for freedom. There are boys you call ESM or no government, you don't know them. ESM, you deny. Boko Haram will kill and accept. Oh, we are the people that did it. You kill, you deny. Okay, you are not helping us to go and kill or to go and arrest these boys or arrest them or even kill them for killing Igbos. When government come for them, you say they are killing innocent Igbo, they are killing, you can cry, and they keep doing what they are doing. You are denying. What are you denying for? You will not share it. All of us, you see the way they killed that military lady and her boyfriend or their husband to be. Everybody were complaining. How would you kill somebody like that? Everybody that watched that video, even my family, they were telling me I should take it easy with these IPOB monkeys. Where they were even telling me fire on. Now, these people, I said, I've been telling you people, these guys are bad. It is we that was sharing it. Did you see all these monkeys? IPOB monkeys talk about it. They are the one, and what they are clapping for now will consume them. But we will not allow it to happen. People like me, you, and people like Ijele.
They don't even consider the Igbos in River State Igbos.
No. The Igbos
in Abonima, you dare not mention Biafra, they will kill you there.
Wait.
The rape that happened there.
Abonima.
What were they?
You know Abonima. Madam Briggs, that fair woman. You know Madam Briggs now from Akwa Ibom. Abonima, that area. He said you dare not mention Biafra there. They will kill you there. What rubbish name is that? Go and look at his team and the stupid boy. He's fighting them now. They are fighting themselves. Telling them that he's done. He don't want to do Biafra again. It's now he do. Ever since he was insulting them. Have you been able to convince one person from Akwa Ibom to join you people? I'm tired of this Biafra. He said, have you been able to convince one person from Akwa Ibom? So, so you see, man, all these years you are with these people, you could not even convince one Akwa Ibom guy to join them. Hey, you are still there with them. Every time you lie to yourself. Don't wonder if they ask him to go and do sit at home in Akwa Ibom. He will twist the story, he will insult them. Do sit at home in Akwa Ibom. For what? For one criminal in Adikan. I look at this, I laugh. It's like people, they are just deceiving themselves and they are enjoying it. Hey, he said, ever since I've been with you people, you have not been able to convince one Akwa Ibom. God, Abunima. Madam Briggs, you know Madam Briggs, that fair woman, I think it's outcast, I don't know. In Calabari area, those areas. Go and tell them there. Where did they raped? They do that. Let continue. Look, listen.
No, when I was growing up, I heard the others used to say, oh, during the war, if not for Britain, we would have won. Oh, we restored it. What the hell were you doing in Ore?
I tire for you.
What were you doing in Ore? Still defending Igbo land? Do you know what happened in Benin? The rape? Everything. No one wants to talk about it. The money stolen.
Okay, the money
all
stolen.
The money confiscated in the entire eastern region. Mind you, I'm talking about
the money stolen. I make a video here, not on this page anyway. So they were raping ladies, raping women in Benin City. All our leaders, they drove them away. And they imposed one Mr. Okonkwo as our governor. The one we voted for, they kicked them. They almost killed David Ejo. Then after 50 years, you are still targeting us. So this is where I will call it a day. Raping ladies in my town, overthrown. You almost killed the Videjo. We'll talk about the Videjo tomorrow, and the rest. Guy, you are not the one who know history. You can't hide the truth. I make a video about it, how they stole this money, the way they. I thank God for Ijaw people, Urobo people, in Saple, in Wari, what they did. I make a video about this thing. This is not story. This is what they did. You should know that they send them, not that this criminal Juku send them. This is what military do. Whenever you send them, they do this thing. They are doing war. They see fine girl in the city. They occupy the city. They see the girls. Man must work. They begin to do things you don't like. Just happy you'll be they created or no government. Who can control them now? That's military for you. That's the reason sometimes they say don't bring the military. You bring them, then with the gun, they will begin to rape. Raping ladies. In Saple Wari, they were poisoning their food. They occupy that place. They go out to buy food. They'll be poisoning their food, and they started cooking by themselves. They begin to use ladies, Urobos, Ijaw, all those Ishakri. They begin to use ladies, to get information from them. My guy, we dealt with them. Because we are not Biafra. You are doing what? To fight, there must be agreement. This is what we are fighting for, agreement. There was never agreement. You invaded our land. And you imposed. This is what made Victor Banjo decided when they were heading to Lagos, decided to call Obasanjo and the Yorubas. These people are coming. They later sent Muritala Mohammed. That was when they now make Ogbemudia the military governor in the old Midwestern region to kick these people back. You can do your Biafra and stay in your land. Nobody will come for you. Why must you come to mine? This is a region of his own. The region we got through referendum. All these Momo people, because now they can on one phone because you can shout Nigeria, they're talking about rubbish and some people clapping for him. I don't care whatever you say 900 years. I don't care about this story. The story now is that we don't speak the same language. We are the Edos, they are the Asians, they are the Urobos, they are the Shekiri. Everybody decide. Not me here. Not me here. I'm not the one to say it. And it's only fools like IPOB Igbos who one Robo person will just come. Now mumu monkeys then. Biafra can never stand. Finish it up, my guy.
Entire southeast and south bearing a Delta states. All the money taken, where were they?
Okay. They loot us.
And you don't want to talk about these things. Biafra is the God that will keep on eating our children until we drop it. We were never known as Biafra until Philip Jugu gave us that name. Bite of Biafra was somewhere at the Gulf of Guinea, and the place the Portuguese named Biafra is in Cameroon. Go check it. Go check the map. Named after Mafra. Biafra is just like New York in England, New York in USA. Biafra, Mafra in Portugal, Biafra in Cameroon. They gave the place the name Cameroon. The devil is in the detail. The name Cameroon. The devil is in the detail.
Okay, ijele, our time is fast spent already. What I say was thank you very much.
Call it a day for today. If we should talk about the things they did to us in the past, because we all have been keeping quiet, we just say, okay, let the sleeping dog lie. All this happy will be becoming too arrogant. Cooking, they started this whole thing. We were on our own minding our business. Nigeria is not doing, things are not, going well in Nigeria. But You people are behaving as if they don't contribute to it at all. They are the children of the God, the children of, we are the children of the Satan. And they come and blame me. Come and blame someone like us. We will not rest until there is something like IPOB. That's it. I say we will not rest until there is nothing like IPOB. So this is where we call it a day today. I thank you all. Yeah, this Nigeria preaching self. Yeah, I thank you too, because this is a new page. Please like this page and share it. Very important, because they block us there because of I make a video of this the lawmaker they cut. He said the other day. He said me I have plenty. You block me here. I think they for 1 month. I don't know. You block me here, I go to another one. I will not rest until there is nothing like IPOB. I will not rest. IPOB. There's IPOB must. All those Igbos, Onyamiri must renounce or denounce IPOB and say they are sorry. Everybody go home and sleep. Because the time, you know, just okay, leave these people. And you begin to think you guys are too much. Yeah, Mr. Justice, may God bless you too. May God bless you, my brother. So, the truth is the truth. Nothing wrong if we come together, like I always say. We must come together with respect. I keep saying it, with respect. All this, you don't drop it there. You know, don't bring it here. You were not there when they created Nigeria. When we got our independence, you were, both of us were not there. So, I am not enjoying Nigeria more than you. The same thing, people in the north, they don't have good light. They don't have good education more than us. Like, what they are benefiting something like good education, good constant light, and we don't have what we don't, maybe we don't have constant light in the south. They have it. Nothing like that. The same suffer. And the same suffer. It is the politicians in the north that is enjoying the money, and the politicians in the south enjoying the money. So, my guy, you don't like Nigeria, and you are coming to me to discuss Nigeria problem, don't squeeze your face here. I don't know the reason why you are squeezing your face. My father have not ruled that country. My mother have not ruled that. My uncle, not anybody from my family have been president or governor. But we are okay. We are doing well. So for that, don't come here, because you look at that Nigeria. Nigeria might be bad. There are still some people in Nigeria who still make something good, make their life better in that same Nigeria. You understand me? All hope is not lost. Not that I'm saying Nigeria will be better, like you know what I mean. We must solve if we must solve the problem of Nigeria, we must solve it. Come together with respect. That's what I said, with respect, and solve it. And forget about this, my mama. They kill my papa. They kill my mama. Your papa was your papa. The kid was wayward. Was even a criminal. So don't bring that your papa died. Your mama died to me here. You think what? Your papa hungry. You would have blamed Ojukwu, the criminal who declared war. He was bragging. Under 2 weeks, he will take Lagos. Go and blame Ojukwu before you come and be blaming me. You must blame me. Don't. Not until you drop this madness, this cry. If you watch your Joyibi today, let me just bless for Joyibi. The way that guy is crying, everybody problem. That guy put it on his set. Joyibi, when you watch Joyibi, oh my God, Biafra is not coming. You just play this Joyibi thing. Just be crying. You should be ashamed of yourself. What Ojukwu did to you people there. Let me see if I have it. Where is we are doing this?
In the southeast, my brother, the way to get Biafra is not the problem. Preparation for the way is the problem. Why will another judge, supposedly within the same Biafran territory, go and join a counter suit with those people? Why would he do that? Because I keep telling you, the signature now they kind of put on ground already. My brother, if Biafra come, we dey throw. And that is why. If now they cannot like, let him shout from heaven to earth. Let him do. He can't even realize Igbo nation, not to talk of Biafra. Okay. He has desecrated everybody. He has defied everywhere. And now he's to kill Igbo people. But I don't think you will understand what I'm trying to make you see there. Nigeria allow it, and then they have picked somebody from among us to antagonize the whole process.
Well, let me leave just.
So when they
because you can't be killing your people because they want their PVC. You said they should not participate. Why taking PVC? You kill them there. Kill the INEC officials. And at the same time, you want your brother to be president. So my vote. You kill your people not to take, not to take PVC. Then you want the northern vote. You now want my vote for your brother to be president. No, you have to go back to school. You understand me? You have to go back to school. So that's it. I greet you all. I thank you all for being with me. By the grace of God, like I said, share this page, like the page that is new. We have been blocked there maybe a month. Next month, definitely, we'll go back there. But let us be using this page right now. For now, I thank you all. Good night and God bless.